following: troops of the Special Operations Forces to direct airstrikes, conduct reconnaissance and other unspecified missions behind the enemy's lines. Another group of servicemen employed to train Syrian forces and fulfill the role of military advisors embedded with Syrian units on the battlefield. Servicemen of the Russian Center for the Reconciliation of Opposing Sides in Syria participated in directing the reconciliation process, participating in negotiations with local communities and leaders of militant groups, and carrying out humanitarian operations. Units of the military police to provide security and assist in restoring law and order in the liberated areas. Some military police servicemen are also tasked with guarding the Russian military facilities and assisting in providing humanitarian aid to the local population. Combat engineers to participate in demining of key liberated areas across the country. Besides these tasks, there were at least two more components of the Russian military forces deployed in Syria. The first were elements of conventional and rocket artillery systems. Units of apparent Russian origin, armed with two A-65 MSTA B-152mm howitzers and TOS-1A Solntsepock heavy flamethrower systems, have been spotted a number of times, located in frontline positions in key sectors, supporting the main effort of offensive and defensive operations. For example, in February 2016, CNN filmed an artillery detachment armed with M-Stab-B howitzers near Palmyra. The detachment was guarded by an armored group, which included a few T-90 main battle tanks and BTR-82A armored personnel carriers. The crews appeared to be Russians. The second component, and open secret, is the participation of Russian and Russia-linked private military contractors, PMCs, in the conflict. According to available data, these PMCs served as stormtroops in a number of key battles against ISIS, such as those in Deir ez-Zor and Palmyra. They work as artillery support units and are involved in guarding the liberated gas and oil infrastructure in central Syria. There is no official data as to how many Russia-linked PMCs are currently deployed in Syria. According to some experts, the total is roughly 2,000. In conjunction with direct military intervention, Russia boosted military aid to the Damascus government and its allied forces. To accomplish this, Russia established an aerial and naval logistics supply network that came to be known as the Syria Express. The Syrian Arab Army, SAA, and sanctioned pro-government factions have been supplied with military equipment, including armored vehicles and battle tanks, artillery guns, multiple rocket launchers, anti-tank guided missiles, and other needed arms and munitions. It's widely known that Moscow even provided a limited number of T-90 main battle tanks, TOS-1A Solntsepock heavy flamethrower systems, and Uragan multiple rocket launcher systems. The Syrian military has also received Pantsir S-1 air defense systems and material support needed for the maintenance of its aircraft and air defense systems. At least 17 vessels of various types are involved in providing military supplies to Syria via the maritime route Tartus, Sevastopol, Novorossiysk. It is interesting to note that at critical stages of the conflict, the Russian military made use of non-military vessels. Analysts stress that this proved that Russia lacks significant sea-lift capacity and has a very limited number of landing craft and amphibious ships that can be dedicated to providing supplies to Syria. The Russian Navy has been slowly remedying this obvious shortcoming by building larger amphibious warfare vessels of larger displacement in recent years.